Boy, this movie really got under my skin. Folks, welcome to my channel and another episode of It's Never Just a Movie, my personal podcast about film. Today, it's the start of a limited series of one-a-day live streams about what I've learned about film, film fans, and critics, and about myself since I started talking about films here on YouTube over the last 4 years. And that leads me to past lives and what it taught me about watching movies and what it taught me about myself. But first, please like, subscribe, and oh yeah, don't forget to ring-a-ding that bell. It really does, though, help folks who are into this kind of content find the channel. Now, let's get into this show. Past Lives, it's a slice of life, a romance, almost like an anti-romance, about a Korean-Canadian-American playwright named Nora, caught between a past Korean love from her childhood, growing up in Seoul, Korea, newly back in her life, and her present life with her American husband in New York City. Folks, this movie received a ton of praise, not to mention not one, but 2 Oscar nominations for Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay. More importantly, my co-host and I, Jim, gave this a solid see it. If you watched our deep dive, I'll put the link above here, you would, notwithstanding that solid recommendation of seeing it, you would get the impression that while I thought the movie was really good, that I still didn't actually like it, and that I certainly didn't like the main character, Nora. And yes, you'd be right. Boy, this extremely well-drawn character totally got under my skin. Watch the deep dive. You'll see that I dismissed Nora's struggles, her romantic struggles or struggles about where she was in life, as the petty troubles of the upper middle class and everything I detested about English Canadian film. Yes, the label does say made in the USA. In my opinion, it's got a ton of what I call Canada Council film grant vibes. I share that with you now because this opinion will become relevant shortly. The thing is, after we did the deep dive, I watched the film again, and without what I like to call my critic commentary track going on in my head, and this movie really then hit me. I was way more sympathetic to all of the characters, especially Nora. And so when it ended on the poignant note it did, I got misty. It's here is where I learned just how much petty, jealous crap I can bring to watching a movie. Because when I didn't watch it with that lens, the working class Canadian, resentful of the success of a petty bourgeois filmmaker and her semi-autobiographical lead character, it made all the difference in my appreciation of this film. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ditching my class critique of this flick or films like it. But it was this experience, this rewatching of the film, that reminded me that I need to set that lens aside while I'm watching a film so that I can be really present to it and get in my heart what it's offering. And further, I need to set that aside because it's also where my own jealousies and drama, and maybe a sprinkling of sexism, can sneak in and masquerade as trenchant commentary, which only says way more about me than the film that I'm supposedly analyzing. So yeah, let me ask you this. Have you had any, whoa, I just learned a thing about me moments watching a movie? Let us know the good, the bad, or the just plain silly in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that YouTube notifies you about my next video. I'll be telling you how you're not watching movies correctly.